Let's take a few minutes to learn how to properly install a Meridian solid surface custom shower base. Behind me is a mock-up that we've constructed to represent a typical shower base alcove installation. Let's begin by reviewing the tools that we'll need. A 1/4 by 1/4 notched trowel, a bag of ultra contact adhesive, a 5-gallon bucket, an electric drill with a mixer attachment, a self-cocking shower drain, and a contractor's level. Now that we have these items on hand, let's get started. Installing a Meridian solid surface custom shower base is essentially a 4-step process. Step 1 is to clear the area, dry fit the shower base, and check it for level. Step 2 is to mix and apply the ultra contact floor leveling adhesive, set the base, and check it for level. Step 3 is to install the wallboard on the shower base, and step 4 is to install the shower threshold. If the shower includes Meridian solid surface shower wall panels, then installing the wall panels would add a 5th step to the process. However, these initial 4 steps will complete the installation of your Meridian solid surface custom shower base. In step 1, we will clear the area of any debris, then verify that the shower base will fit properly within the confines of the existing stud walls. We will do this by setting the shower base in place without any adhesive, then verifying that there is a 1/8 inch gap between the edges of the shower base and the adjacent walls. We need to make sure that the shower base does not bind in any way or fit too tightly between the walls, which would not allow the base to expand and contract. We're then going to check the shower base for level. This step is critical to ensure that the water will drain from the shower base properly. If we find that the shower base is slightly out of level at this stage, we can likely correct the situation by inserting shims under the low areas, then applying additional adhesive when setting the base to ensure full, even contact between the shower base and the subfloor. If we find that the shower base is significantly out of level at this dry fit stage, we may need to apply a floor leveling compound and wait for it to cure prior to proceeding with the installation. Once we check for level and note the locations of any shims that may be necessary, we'll remove the shower base from the opening and the dry fit step of the installation is complete. We'll begin step 2 by mixing the adhesive that we'll need to install the shower base. We recommend ultra contact adhesive for use when installing all Meridian solid surface shower bases. This polymer-based full contact mortar provides the ideal foundation for years of trouble-free service from the Meridian shower base. Mixing the ultra contact adhesive is simple. We simply apply water in the exact ratio that's specified on the bag and mix until the adhesive is the consistency of smooth paste. The mixture may appear runny, but the polymer component will ensure that it applies smoothly and will hold the necessary 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch ridges when applied. We recommend the use of a 1/4 by 1/4 notch trowel to ensure consistent adhesive coverage under all areas of the shower base. Careful attention to the adhesive application process will ensure full even contact between the shower base and the floor. We also need to take particular care to apply additional adhesive at low spots that were identified during the dry fit step in order to fully adhere the shower base to the subfloor. This step is critical to the stability of the shower base installation, as full even contact between the shower base and the subfloor will prevent the shower base from rocking or moving over the life of the shower. If we encountered any leveling issues during the earlier dry fit step, we would apply additional adhesive or shims under the low areas during this step. Once again, our goal is to ensure full even contact between the shower base and the floor, so it's important that any areas with insufficient adhesive be filled at this time. Once the adhesive has been applied, we will be ready to set the shower base in place. But before we do, we need to install a shower drain assembly in the drain orifice. We need to install the shower drain now for any installation in which we will not have access to the underside of the shower base after it's installed. For instance, if we are installing the shower base on a concrete slab or on a second floor with a finished ceiling below, we will need to install the shower drain assembly now. However, if we are installing the shower base on a first floor where the basement ceiling is open below, we can skip this step and install the shower drain assembly later. Installing the shower drain assembly is a quick and simple process which begins by unscrewing the locking nut and removing it along with the fiber gasket and the rubber gasket. Then, apply synthetic, non-oil-based plumber's putty around the perimeter of the drain orifice and insert the drain body through the drain orifice from the top side of the shower base. Then reapply the gaskets and screw on the lock nut on the underside of the base. Please contact our office or visit the installation instructions page at towershowers.com for written instructions for installing the shower drain assembly into the shower base. We strongly recommend using a razorback wrench to tighten the lock nut on the bottom of the drain assembly. This specialized tool provides much more leverage than other tools to tighten the shower drain, thus ensuring a tight, leak-free seal. Now we are ready to install the shower base. Note that we are using the high-low technique to install the base, in which one installer holds one end of the shower base lower, while the other installer holds the opposite end higher. Using this method to lift the base into place helps us to avoid disturbing the ridges of adhesive and allows us to maintain consistent adhesive coverage. It is typically easier to use the end with the drain orifice as the high end so that we can use it as a handhold when lowering the shower base into place. Now we check for level on all edges of the shower base. This confirms that the water will drain properly from the shower base and that the base is in full even contact with the subfloor. This step is critical to ensure that the base will not rock or move over the lifetime of the shower, thus guaranteeing years of trouble-free service from the Meridian Solid Surface shower base. Our third step is to install the wall board on the stud walls adjacent to the shower base. In this demonstration, we will be using 5/8 inch thick green board, which is a moisture-resistant form of wallboard. We could also use cement board or any other moisture-resistant form of wallboard. The wallboard should rest on the highest part of the stepped water dam on this Elite Series Meridian Solid Surface custom shower base. If this were a Basic Series custom shower base, the water dam would consist of a single level and would not have a separate ledge. In either case, it is critical that the wallboard rests on the highest point of the water dam. Ultimately, if we were installing a Meridian Solid Surface wall panel in this shower mock-up, the wall panels would be adhered to the surface of the wallboard and would rest on the lower panel ledge of the stepped water dam on this Elite Series custom shower base. It is important to note that we are not applying drywall tape or joint compound to the inside corners of the shower enclosure, as the wallboard will ultimately be covered by Meridian Solid Surface wall panels or another shower wall material. Our fourth and final step is to install the threshold for this Meridian Solid Surface Custom Elite shower base. In this demonstration, we will be installing an independent raised custom shower base threshold, which will create a raised curb at the front of the shower base while also concealing the water dam at the front edge. Meridian Solid Surface custom shower base thresholds are available in both raised and accessible barrier-free models. Raised thresholds are raised above the shower base floor to create a curb at the front of the shower base, while accessible barrier-free thresholds are designed for wheelchair accessibility and are not significantly raised above the surface of the shower base. Each of these options is then available as either an integral threshold or an independent threshold. Independent thresholds will ship as a separate component from the custom shower base to be cut and fit at the job site during installation, while integral thresholds are assembled in the plant and are shipped attached to the shower base. This fourth step is only necessary when the Meridian Solid Surface custom shower base is ordered with an independent threshold. Integral thresholds, when selected, are pre-installed on the shower base. It's important to note that the installation process will be similar for both the raised independent and barrier-free independent custom shower base thresholds. To install an independent custom shower base threshold, we need to measure the width of the shower opening, then cut the threshold to length using a handheld router and straight edge, or a power miter saw with a fine-tooth carbide blade. Once we have cut the threshold to length, we then dry fit the threshold to verify a tight fit. We then use our level to verify the threshold cap on this raised independent threshold slopes slightly towards the inside of the shower. This important step ensures that any water that falls onto the threshold will remain inside the shower base. We can adjust the slope of the threshold cap by shimming the front edge to increase the slope, or cutting or sanding the bottom edge to reduce the slope. Once we have dry fit the threshold, we simply adhere it into place using silicone adhesive, and our shower base installation is complete. Let's take a minute to recap the steps we've gone through to complete the installation of this Meridian Solid Surface Elite Series custom shower base. First, we cleared the area and dry fit the shower base. Second, we mixed and applied the floor leveling adhesive, installed the shower base while ensuring full even contact with the subfloor, and checked it for level. Third, we installed the wallboard on the walls adjacent to the shower base. And fourth, we cut the threshold to fit and installed it at the front of the shower base. A quality product deserves a quality installation. Your Meridian Solid Surface shower base will give you years of trouble-free enjoyment if it is installed properly. Following the steps that we provided in this demonstration will ensure that your Meridian Solid Surface shower base will last for years to come. Thanks for taking the time to learn how to properly install a Meridian custom solid surface shower base. Written instructions and other product resources are available on our website at towershowers.com.